What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Destiny Podcast.
Yes, the Destiny Podcast.
I mean, the Gaming Intro Podcast. Couple things right off the bat.
Yeah.
Made a couple changes. We actually now, you can watch it live on our website as well.
Yes.
I have it linked so that it's the Facebook embedded feed, but there you can see all about it, all about the episode right next to it, and it's got the Twitter feed underneath. So that you can watch it and tweet at us live using hashtag Gaming and Show Podcast.
Yes.
And it'll publish right underneath the video, and we'll be able to interact.
So
that
the
way as
post
well.
show will no longer be Facebook exclusive. Is this what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess so. I think phasing out the post show is kind of a
thing because
thing, because it's like, well, sometimes we reference things in the first show, or reference the post show, or the post show references the main show.
yeah,
it just kind of muddies the water.
Yeah.
Let me do a couple housekeeping things. Well, you tell me, what have you been doing this week?
Playing Destiny.
Just that.
I hit max level on
Okay.
day 2.
On day 2.
On day 2.
That's not the worst thing.
No.
I think that's very intentional, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't even get to use my Pop-Tarts experience codes.
Ooh, that's sad.
Oh, here's why. Little did I know, you have to take a picture of your receipt and send it, and text it to a number. It's weird. Yeah, considering I threw away my receipt at Kroger.
I mean, I agree.
So now I had like 8 boxes of Pop-Tarts. Guess what? Don't really care for Pop-Tarts. So I've been eating Pop-Tarts. Not that bad. I mean, not that bad. They're better when you aren't in college and you aren't like feeling like you're forced to eat them because you have nothing else to eat on a Sunday.
For me, it's like, what flavor did you get? Pastry with a hint of cherry flavor.
Right.
It's like, if I wanted to eat pastry, it's probably cheaper just to buy bread.
Yeah.
At a certain point, it's cheaper to buy bread
And jelly.
and mozzarella cheese and a big hunk of mozzarella cheese,
Right.
and just sit there and eat that all day, and then
It's like a
feel
deconstructed
terrible.
pizza.
You what?
It's like a deconstructed pizza. Get a loaf of bread, get a chunk of mozzarella, and get a tomato,
Get a thing of tomato sauce.
and then eat it like Theoden and not who was the king in Lord of the Rings that ate the tomato rather gruesomely.
Oh, it was. Oh God. It was Faramir's father.
Yeah.
Was it? It wasn't Laramir. What was it? The Ward of Gondor. I know that was his name.
And it wasn't Theoden because he was
Why am I pushing every button?
but the ones you're intending to.
Ward of Gondor, sweet. Ward of Gondor. Minas Tirith. Nope, that was not it. It was under the control of That's the layout. That's the history. You're not joking.
Hey Holly, how are you doing? I know you were in Florida and then had to evac. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm looking up stupid
Lord of the Rings facts.
facts that literally don't matter.
What was his name?
I don't remember. Anyway, that's really not.
But you know how you eat that tomato like that.
Yeah, it was just like.
Yeah.
Ugh. I was sitting there thinking you were talking about the Dwarf King and the Hobbit.
No, I fell asleep during the first Hobbit film and haven't seen any of the rest.
They are movies.
Kind of like Destiny 1 was a game.
It was a game until the
Taken King.
release of Taken King. Yeah.
Because then they added Nathan Fillion.
They added stories. They added like story.
So other than Destiny 2, what have I been doing? Because we're going to talk a lot about Destiny 2. Hence why we're the Destiny 2 podcast. Now.
Let's see. At work. Let's see. On Monday was the day off, so I ended up hanging out at home all day.
Why did you have a day off on Monday?
Labor Day.
Oh, yeah, I had work that day.
I don't know why I said it like, duh, Labor Day. You don't get
I don't get
security.
holidays.
You don't get holidays off.
No.
Then Tuesday was. It felt like Tuesday was an eternity
right?
because Tuesday was the day before Destiny released,
Yeah, I think so.
and it felt like an eternity.
Yes.
Then Wednesday
Was release day.
was release day.
Yes.
Oh my god, I thought Tuesday felt like an eternity. I ended up totally not watching a friend of mine stream Destiny 2 while I was at work,
Right.
and that probably didn't help things.
Are they in a clan already?
No, they're looking at joining ours.
Nice.
So I was watching that while I was at work.
Right.
Still managed to get all my stuff done. Like
Where'd they make it to in the game?
They were near the end. They had been streaming for 15 hours.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, dang, it's a lot.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I played for 15 hours and haven't got to the end. I still have yet to go to IO. I've been to Nessus.
Nice. I just beat a couple things on adventure stories on Titan.
There's still more.
Yeah, I know.
You will be notified when you go talk to like Sloan, who's the rep on that planet,
Mm-hmm.
that you've completed all the adventures and that you can replay them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you know? Well, we'll talk about this in a little bit. Other than that, this week I did nothing.
Yeah.
I've done an art stream.
Yes.
Done a couple art streams now,
Yes, you have.
and I think that may actually be more what I do now.
Yeah. You should get some minis and paint minis too.
That requires a different type of camera and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, if you
and a
figure
workspace.
how our Rebel
Workspace.
works. Yeah, that's the one.
a workspace.
We need a studio.
That's just in. If anybody wants to donate a studio or the money to buy a studio, we will take it.
Right?
I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
What's that office done by your work?
Expensive.
Like how expensive?
I think the words hella expensive might actually be fitting. Other than that, I didn't really do a ton this week. I just kind of hung around, done Destiny
I
stuff.
lurked and played Destiny. That's about it.
Watched Wonder Woman.
How was that?
Was good. Even though I knew that... Are we cool with spoilers?
Yeah, it's an old movie.
Even though I knew that the German general and the poisoner lady wasn't wasn't Ares, I was still surprised at who it was.
Yes.
And I won't say who it was, I'll just say it wasn't them.
Yeah.
And I was still like, I knew it wasn't gonna be them, but
I really
wanted
like,
it to be them.
I know when it first came out, and that first trailer came out where she jumps into the church and starts wrecking shop with all the Germans.
Yeah.
I know everyone's like, oh, that's just Captain America. There are two different tracks of the same thing. One, I mean, Wonder Woman is World War One.
Yeah.
Two, Captain America's World War Two. Three, Captain America shows the hope in war. Wonder Woman shows the depravity in war.
Yeah, I'll agree. Because I was watching it and she's like, these are women and children. And I was like, this feels like it's set in a real world.
Yeah.
Whereas Captain America, it was like, this is set in a world where it's like, let's go punch Hitler. And it's like, all right. I mean, I get that was a comic arc for a little while.
Especially what really got me from the depravity of war was after they save that city.
Yeah.
And they go up to the castle, and then that city gets gassed.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, there is no hope in this, is there?
No, not at all. But
And-
I liked it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh my gosh, groundbreaking, but it's like, cool, this is the light that DC will be stomping out when Justice League comes out.
Yeah. And I do like Chris Pine's character. I'm a big fan of Chris Pine's acting.
Yeah, me too. His acting is always seems goofy. I think there was a couple scenes, especially the boat scene, where I was like, all right, I mean, it's like, I get it, but it's like, it feels like this is done for cheap laughs rather than pushing a dialogue forward.
See, that scene was very awkward.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that. I do like that scene because it's Chris Pine is always playing this like cocky, kind of arrogant, like I'm the best kind of.
He plays Captain Kirk.
He plays Captain Kirk and everything.
Okay.
And so he's
He's shut down.
He's shut down because he's talking to a woman who this
Who doesn't care who he
charm
is.
doesn't work on her.
Yeah.
And so it's like this, like, uh, I don't know.
I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than that, this week I didn't do anything.
Yeah. It came out this week.
You know what? I was gonna watch it this weekend. Then my wife is off doing some stuff with her family, and I was like, I would really like to be able to sleep at night.
Yeah. I hear it's supposed to be, like, terrifying for a lot of different reasons.
I mean, clowns.
Well, I mean, plus, can I talk about some of the director's notes that I got to see?
Well, you've read the book, right? Or most
Reading.
of the book.
Bill Skarsgård.
Is phenomenal.
Yeah. And he can, you know how when you shift your eyes, they're in sync.
Yeah.
He can unsync his eyes. Here's the thing. In most of the shot where Pennywise is in the main frame, one eye is looking at the character, one eye is looking directly at the camera.
Oh my god.
And there's always things in the background that no one else is responding to. There's a scene, I don't know the kid's name, but like, I hate to say it like this, but the chubbier kid.
Yeah.
He's reading through the book. Look at the background. There's a lady who's just staring right at him. No one else is addressing that thing. And so it's just like, that's in the background and no one's looking
That's
at
in the
it.
background, and I'm scared. That's in the
And then plus,
background, and I'm
like,
scared.
Even though, like, we're both, in our late 20s, we're, a
I
couple
would
years
be comfortable in saying yes. I am in my late 20s.
Yes. We're, approaching the early 30s. They made the adults in the film all set pieces and creepy.
Yeah, that's what I've seen in the trailers. It's like, all these adults are they feel like they're mannequins.
Yeah. And that's part of why it's creepy, because, like, there's no adults.
I
Need an adult.
I am an adult.
Yeah. And so just how it manifests.
I'm excited for it, but like I said, I was strongly considering not going this weekend just because I'd really like to be able to sleep at night.
Nothing yet, but at Destiny's play.
But yeah, sure enough. More 4 o'clock, more 4 a.m. Destiny.
Hey, this is Derrick. I'm on my 22nd hour of playing Destiny, and you're just running around in a circle.
Just running into a wall going, guys, if anything bad happens to me, I'm sorry.
You have the camera on just now. You're playing Destiny, but you don't have the streaming. You have your web camera streaming in case someone tries to come kill you.
Can't sleep, clown will get... What was that from The Simpsons? Can't sleep, clown will get me. Can't sleep, clown will get me. Can't sleep.
Hey Bart, want to see my new chainsaw?
Yeah. Anyway, moving forward.
Yes.
YouTube Roundup.
Yes.
I am excited for a couple of these, to be honest. Well, most of the ones I picked.
Yeah.
If I...
Pull it up on your phone, so that way you can leave this on your...
I just pull it up on my tablet.
But then you can't watch the website.
Oh, fair enough. I could, but I also want to not. Okay, there we go. First one I have is like a 30-second clip, and it's Sansa's.
I don't care.
Hey, Nan, where did you say you were from? Well, I'm from. Oh, that's right. I just realized. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think that's my new, like, I want to say, like, salty, sassy YouTube video, because it's so short, it's, like, right to the point.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, I realized I don't care.
Yeah.
And it shows, Game of Thrones wise, it shows a lot of character growth.
Yeah. Especially Sansa.
Yeah, that would be the only person who has the potential for growth, yep.
Oh yeah, there's people who's alive.
Yeah, but not in that scene.
Yeah.
There's only 2 people in that scene. I'll give you the hint.
It's
Only one of them has the potential for growth.
That's not Old Man.
I just realized
I don't
care. There's really not a whole lot to that one. It's just a sassy, salty response
I
video.
really wish you could send videos like that and like the short clips in like text messages, and it plays the sound too, instead of like a GIF that says "I don't care" on the bottom.
Yeah, me too.
But like, it comes across even more jerkish
Mhm.
if you send it and it's in a YouTube video and they have to like let it load.
They get a 30-second ad on it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire. Oh yeah, I've never heard anything about this before.
Yeah.
Being
So facetious.
for those who don't know, I am being very sarcastic.
Yes.
Because man, are there a lot of videos on YouTube about that.
Yeah.
It's like,
Get
oh,
YouTube Red.
I have seriously thought about it,
Just
but
so you don't
I
have to see the file ads.
so many other subscriptions now.
Yeah, but you don't get YouTube ads and you get to see YouTube Red videos.
I get the new Game Grumps series.
Yeah.
Game On.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
Not yet.
I need to.
You don't have YouTube Red.
You are correct in that.
And then plus you can cast to your TV and you don't get the commercials.
True. But I like that.
I really want to invent I want to just call it the subscription card.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what happens, like, let's say your debit card gets stolen.
Oh my god, I hate that.
And then you have to go, okay, what's it linked up to? Amazon, Final Fantasy, Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, my Papa John's app, my Domino's app, my Jimmy John's app,
Your Xbox,
my
your PlayStation.
my PlayStation, my Switch,
Yeah.
my da 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 da. I want to create like a digital credit card
Mm-hmm.
that does not expire. You link your debit card to it, and that's it. You can link that digital card to all the subscriptions.
You should also be able to swap out this digital card as well. Like basically like re-roll the card.
Yeah.
It maintains its connections, just the numbers change and updates to those websites automatically.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree because it's one of those like your card expires, your card breaks.
Right.
Like God forbid the chip in your card stop working.
Yeah.
Then it goes, oh no, well you can't use your card now.
Yeah.
And then so you're like, okay, cool. Your bank will go, oh, we'll issue a new card, and immediately cut off your old card.
Yeah.
And you're like, thanks. When will that get here? Well, it's Thursday, so Tuesday. And you're like, thanks for stranding me on the weekend with no card.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, let me go figure out where I need to do this. Da 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 da. Then it's like, your Hulu is about to expire, and you're like, all right, I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving forward.
Because wouldn't that be great?
Oh no, it would be amazing.
Yeah.
You have Destiny 2's top 5 exotics you need to get.
Yes.
Do you have any of them?
No, I only have one exotic.
You pretty much all get it.
No,
right?
that's a spicy ramen emote.
I don't have that one.
Yeah.
I have a legendary armor piece.
Legendary or exotic?
Exotic.
Which armor piece?
I don't really remember. It's not very good. I need to infuse it.
I'm trying to think. Blue is rare. No, green is common. Blue is rare.
Mm-hmm.
Purple's legendary. What is legend?
Green is not common.
It's
White is common. Green is uncommon. Blue is rare. Purple's exotic or legendary, and yellow is exotic.
Okay.
I have exotic.
Nice.
It's just a general armor piece, but it's like 106 light.
Yeah.
And
See, I have something in my
106 light sounds like an amazing radio station.
Yeah, it sounds like a great punk band.
106 radio light.
Yeah. I have an exotic in my vault, but it's for like Sunbreaker, and it's just like this does me no good.
Nice.
How did you feel about the opening memories?
You know what? I liked it.
I liked it, but mine was super short. It was like, you defeated Crota. The end. It's like, I didn't do any of the raids. I didn't do any of the strikes.
I did nothing.
Yeah, might as well have not enroll. But then I got the young pup, emote, emblem.
How?
It's a veteran. If you get certain points in the Books of Triumph, it gives
Oh,
you different
yeah,
emotes.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, emblems.
Nice. Oh yeah, I think I got that one too.
And I have the emblems for like Gunslinger and my Arc Blade, my Arc Dancer,
Nice.
and all the lost sectors that I have so far.
Nice.
Like I have lost sector of Nessus, Titan, and the EDZ.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm missing a few lost sectors and chests.
I'm about to. Well, I bought $50 worth of Eververse silver.
Okay, you're part of the problem.
No, I'm not, because I want that patrol armor. I want to complete all the patrol armor sets.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So I just need the farm because it looks really slick, and then I need to go the EDZ and farm tokens.
I have like 300 tokens.
Well, see, I spent mine in I only got Angram like purple weapons.
It bothers me that they don't do a consistent amount of rep increase.
It's 20 per level,
No, like you'll give one coin,
right?
and it'll go, boom, here's a huge chunk. And you'll give another one, it goes, yeah, here's less.
Hit and hold A. It'll give you as many as you can until they level up.
No, what I mean is like each coin does gradually
no,
less
no.
rep gain.
Here's what happens. If you have over 10, it automatically sends 10. And if you have 5, it sends 5. So let's say you have 26 tokens.
Yeah, let's say I have 26.
Alright. The first two...
Thanks for shortchanging me that.
Well, I'm saying, I'm using this as an example.
I know.
It'll give you 2 10s, a 5, and then 1. And so that's why
That
it looks like
makes-
it gives less.
That makes so much sense.
Boo.
No, I'm not joking. I was like,
Why is it...
seems like it's cheating me, but all right. Like they're easy enough to gain. I can kind of understand.
I'm probably going to this afternoon after you and I stream here. I'm gonna go home and do heroic missions because I found out how to activate some of the heroic public missions.
Yeah, it's like you got to do certain stuff.
things.
I've been getting a couple of them. It's pretty much like it's like destroy the caches or protect the caches or whatever. It's like
Okay, so the
you
one...
open up the caches to get the scorch cannons. And it's like yeah, destroy the 2 walkers. And it's like yeah, well, we've pretty much destroyed 1 walker already.
So I mean, and that's the thing where you kind of need some fire teams.
Yeah.
And I'm really liking the fact that you can have like 14 people on the planet. Theoretically, if you were on a good connection, you
Mhm.
could get multiple fire teams from the same clan on the same planet.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be really cool with the clan feature. It prioritizes everyone on the same planet, if that makes sense.
Yeah, in the same basic
same
instance.
instance.
Yeah. What was it? Guild Wars called it?
Instances.
No, the towns were called different zones. No,
Whatever it is.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
something. So yeah, are you gonna be trying to farm exotics or anything?
I am. I think one of the first ones I want to get is the Rat Gang.
I heard about that one.
Where it gets more powerful, the more people use the Rat Gang.
Have you seen the one? It was the first one he talks about in that video where it's like, if you shoot something and don't kill it, it gets significantly faster, and it's like, yes, yes.
Come here, Atheon, on the first strike. So, quick question. What is the Nightfall? Like, how do I go activate the Nightfall?
The Nightfall activates, I believe, on Tuesday.
No, because on it says, like, the per day before launch, one of the Nightfalls went active. Arms Dealer.
The Arms Dealer Nightfall?
Yeah,
I'll have to look at that picture again.
yeah, I'm saying.
Because I know the Nightfall is like a mission set.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, plus it gives you, like, modifier. It's like the skulls from Halo.
yeah. I'm gonna be doing that as soon as I can.
Yeah.
But then Strike opens up next Friday?
Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Anyway.
then Zur comes in on Friday. And he takes legendary shards.
I don't know how to get those yet.
Disassemble legendary equipment, and you get legendary shards.
Nice. I feel like legendaries are gonna be a lot easier to gain.
Especially the EDZ token.
Wait, so he takes legendary?
Yep, shards, which you get by dismantling legendaries, which you can technically use Glimmer to get legendary stuff.
So he's no longer doing the tokens of
Nine
strange tokens where it's like, cool, I just spent 75 last week and now the good weapon comes out.
Now the Baller Horn comes out in week 2. Okay, cool. Thanks.
So I want to get as many legendaries as I can.
Yeah.
Because wasn't last year his first sale like the good Yallarhorn?
No, week 2 is Baller Horn.
Nice. I love Ballerhorn. Okay.
Moving
Moving
on.
forward. 11 minutes of gameplay from the Secret of Mana remake.
What do you think?
The music is amazing.
Yes.
I love that the mini map is the original SNES.
Yes.
You know what? I like it.
Me too.
At first, I was like, the graphics just kind of look a little, eh.
Yeah. Are you gonna get it for your Vita?
No,
Because here's the thing.
it's coming to Switch.
No, it's not.
I heard it was supposed to be coming to Switch.
No, it's a PlayStation.
I'll get it only on PlayStation then.
Here's the thing. Like, I would totally get on a Vita as well. Because one, I can put a Vita in my pocket and carry to work.
Yeah, but
And then you can level up your weapons.
that would require me getting the Vita.
You have a Vita.
Well, that would require me to getting the Vita out and charging it.
Yeah.
I agree there, but at the same time, it's also like I like the PS4.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes something you can play together.
Yeah.
Whereas the Vita, it's like
We can start. I want to stream that.
Yeah.
You and I can stream that.
that would be really fun. But yeah, the first 11 minutes, and they do go through the Mantis Ant, which I was a little like, I want them to, and it looks amazing.
Yeah. My only problem is it seems like the Mantis Ant was really easy.
Well, it was really easy if you think about it in the first one.
Well, no, because it used Gem Missile, and like, stun lock you over and over.
I will say though, I think that coming in, old players will have an advantage.
Yes.
Because they'll be used to doing all those hard mechanics that are undodgeable. Like, you can't dodge the magic system in Secret of Mana.
Yeah.
So, it's like, in three-dimensional space, unless they have an auto-locking, you can avoid stuff. You can avoid the AoEs, as they were.
I mean, you could avoid the Mantis Ant's, like, swings.
Yeah.
In this demo.
Yeah. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. I watched that video and I was like, I'm so happy. If they'd done this to Chrono Trigger,
I don't know.
or Illusion of Gaia,
Yeah.
I would be happy.
Or Breath of Fire.
Or Earthbound, or a Breath of Fire. That would be amazing.
Pretty much just every SNES game.
Just, yeah.
Hey, by the way, Samus Returns comes out soon.
Nice.
For the 3DS.
Are you going to play it?
I probably will.
Nice. I probably won't for now.
Well, I mean, I'm probably not going to get it right away.
You should.
Well, here's the thing. I'm playing Destiny 2 too much. True. And then, like, Pokemon Tournament comes out.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a bunch of leveling up stuff for that.
Yes.
Because that'll be at Comic-Con. And, well, after we do the YouTube roundup, I have news about Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Okay, continuing on. Pokemon the Movie, I Choose You teaser trailer.
Yes.
That is the new, like, anime adaptation?
Of, the first couple episodes.
Of the first couple episodes, okay.
Yeah.
Do you think it's like to a Pokemon Origin style animation?
I think it's... Well, remember, Pokemon's like 20 years old at this point.
Yes, it is.
So, I think it is about time that they kind of re-show the origin.
Mm-hmm.
Because 20 years, you have a child now.
Yeah.
Who is, what, 2?
18 months.
So 2.
Not yet.
Almost 2.
Close.
Stop using months after a year. She's a year and a half.
Fair
that
enough.
is literally 18 months.
True enough. I do it just out of habit.
I'm just going to start saying I'm like 300 and something odd months.
Just go in days or hours or minutes.
Microseconds, nanoseconds, autoseconds?
Octoseconds.
Yeah.
So yeah, 20 years ago, that's a long time.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you remember, do you remember the KFC commercials?
Very vaguely.
Yeah.
The Burger King toys.
Oh, yeah.
I'll watch it. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I seen that and I was like, neat. Because I liked Pokemon Origins. I wish they'd do more with that.
I feel like, especially in our YouTube roundup, like Pokemon and Game of Thrones is mentioned like every week with us.
That's okay.
Yeah.
This is all about like, hey, what do we enjoy? What do we want to basically pimp out?
It's usually Destiny, Pokemon, and Game of Thrones.
Yeah, pretty much at this point, yes.
And soon now, it's almost October. Pumpkin spice lattes.
David S. Pumpkins will be there every week. Any questions? Any questions?
I'm so in the weeds with David Pumpkins.
Okay, why don't we do your last one first, and then we'll go to mine. The Hive Swap intro cutscene. That is officially out, isn't it?
Like next week or something like that.
Nice. I might see, because it's like $10. I might see about picking it up.
Yeah, you should stream it too.
Just playing it. I don't know that I want to stream it
because it's not something that you have experience with. It's not like streaming Destiny where you play Destiny. It's like, oh, I'm literally.
That's kind of why I want to play it before I stream
suck at it.
Because that is such a fervent.
Irritate the fan base. Get lots of get the fans.
It's such
get the fans going.
It is volatile.
It's violently.
It's very violent. Very violently volatile.
Yeah.
It's like you diss the wrong person, and all of a sudden you're getting hate. And it's like, I'm okay with streaming it, maybe after I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I read the comic and I kept up mostly with the comic, but it's like, I want to get the game under my belt to know roughly.
I mean, I'm probably gonna go back through the comic now that it's out.
Yeah.
And there's like, we aren't doing that. The Gigapause and the Megapause.
Yeah. But I might.
And now that I don't have like schoolwork to keep up with.
Yeah, now you only have work.
Right? And I can read it alone.
The times when it was like, when you're in school and it's like, oh my god, all these papers and everything, and now you're like, oh my god, give me all those papers.
Right?
Okay. Speaking of volatile fan bases, this last video, did you watch it?
Which one is it?
Justin Roiland prank calls Joel Osteen's church, megachurch.
No, I actually didn't see that at all. Because what happened was I put up my videos and I was still at work, so I closed the document.
He calls Joel Osteen's church as Rick Sanchez.
Right.
He calls the prayer line.
Right.
And he goes, I want to talk to Joel Osteen. I've got a lot of money I want to give. And the lady on the line's like, well, this is the prayer line. It's like a good old-fashioned Southern woman. This is the prayer line. Yeah. Well, can I get your name? Yeah. Rick. All right, Rick. And she starts praying, which is awesome. Good, fine, whatever. And he goes, can I talk to Joel Osteen? I've got a lot of money, like $83,573 I'd like to donate. And just burning a hole in my pocket in Rick voice.
Yeah.
In Rick's voice. And well, he's like, okay, and like starts speaking in tongues,
Right.
which is always low-key hilarious when you're not in on it.
Yes.
It's low-key hilarious after it's terrifying.
Yes.
Because if you're not expecting it and it's happening right in front of you, you're like, oh my god, what is happening? Have
Right.
I suddenly lost the ability to comprehend everything? But this lady keeps going, Ricky tiki tiki tiki, Ricky tiki tiki. And he goes, and in his Rick voice, he's like, you praying for a guy? Do you know a guy named Ricky? Ricky Tiki Tabby? And he goes, I'm gonna get my translator on the phone. It's just, she goes, the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. And he goes, yeah, I heard you the first time. Thank you, Lord, for 2 Corinthians 5:20. It's like, all right. And he goes, hang on, does this all mean like, and she goes, the Lord is speaking. And he goes, is the Lord saying not to let people into your church when it's flooding because you don't want them to walk on their carpets? He is just absolutely trolling this poor lady. But it's so funny because it's like, it's part of the H3 podcast.
Right.
So everybody around him is just dying, and he's doing his Rick thing.
Yeah. See, that's the kind of trolling I approve. When it's with Joel Osteen. Did you see the news networks replacing Tim the Tool Man with Joel because they actually thought it was him?
Yeah.
It's like, how out of...
Can we talk about that for a second? Why didn't you let... People were like, you didn't let people into our church. No one asked me to.
Bull.
Well, no. And granted, part of the building was flooded. But didn't you say, hey, we were flooded too. We couldn't get people in to the first floor or whatnot. It was flooding too.
Right.
You lead with that. You don't go, well, no one asked me to. It's like if my wife slices her finger off in the kitchen, and I'm sitting here playing Destiny, and then she's in there passing out, and then goes, why didn't you help me? You didn't ask me to.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no one should have to ask you.
Yeah.
And I get, there's a whole lot of stuff around that, but it's like,
I mean, when you
don't start with, Well, no one asked me to.
When you got the good old redneck bayou boys with their boats getting people off roofs, you kind of don't need to wait to be asked to open up your mega church that can host like 83,000 people.
There was stories of like mattress stores.
Yeah,
They opened it up and was like, cool, people can sleep here.
yeah
People
like,
were these guys were trapped in a Mexican restaurant.
right.
So what they do? They made pan de leche. They made food for people. Well, partially, it's goodwill,
Right.
but it's also like you got the ingredients. If the power's out, they're gonna go bad anyway. So you're taking a loss there.
Yeah.
So it's like do good, mitigate loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one asked me to. Okay, I guess you're technically correct.
Right.
Like I said, it's like if my wife was dying and I go, well, you didn't ask me to save you. I shouldn't have to ask you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's move.
but I loved that video. Like it was just him doing his Rick thing.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching a lot of Rick and Morty lately. I've been watching a live stream of it, so it's like just episodes on a loop.
Nice.
So I'm fully caught up on it,
Are
except
you?
for last week's episode.
What was last week's episode?
I don't know. I didn't see
There
it.
wasn't an episode last week.
Oh?
No.
Oh, Labor Day?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. That was the end of YouTube Roundup. Convention news.
Yes.
We got the stickers and we will be giving away. You can't see it, but you might be able to see it. It's right there on the back of my tablet.
Yep.
It's a 2-inch by 2-inch Gaming and Chill logo sticker.
Sticker. And we're getting a background and lighting
We're getting
kits.
all that. But we also have posters.
Yes.
I officially designed them and put them through and got them ordered and everything, and I got them in the mail the other day.
Yeah.
We've got 25 of a poster that's like, don't make adaptations.
Right.
And the other one is just gaming and anime and manga and comics and stories.
Yeah.
So we got 25 of each of those.
Yep.
And then we've got 50 Derby City Comic Con 2017 exclusive posters
Yes.
that will be selling only at Comic Con. And maybe we're working on something for one of them. With a bunch of groups and then for charity.
Yeah.
Looking into doing something for that. But they're going to be only at Derby City Comic Con.
Yes.
And there's only a limited amount.
Yes.
So if you're listening, hopefully you come in and get one. We'd love to
Sign it.
sign it, and we'll be doing signings and everything there. I believe it's booth 100 on October 28th and 29th. So I'm excited for it. Like, it's one of those things of like,
It's becoming real.
well, you know how like you're gonna play Destiny.
Yeah.
Or before it came out, you're gonna play Destiny 2. Or the Switch. A
Yeah.
better example. The Switch. You're like, oh my god, I'm gonna play the Switch. And then you get the Switch, you go to the store and you're like, I'm buying the Switch, it's real.
Yeah.
But then you get it home and you unwrap it and you take that oh so satisfying little cling off
Clean
of
plastic. Yeah.
clean plastic, and you're like, oh my god, I'm holding this.
Yes.
This is something I've been looking forward to for months, nay, years now. And so that's exactly what this is. Nice. Like, official like, Comic-Con.
Nice.
Hang on. Why is it... Is the live stream still on? No, it's on. Alright. I was like, concerned it was not showing the live stream. Okay. Last week we did make some errors. We went way too in depth on some of the articles.
Yes.
Had good conversation, but we're trying to work on a new format.
Yes.
So, 2 headlines that we're going to be talking about.
Yes.
The first one is South Park, the fractured buttholes difficulty slider changes the color of your skin.
Yes.
Did you see anything about this?
I want to know.
Me too.
Here's the thing. It's South Park.
No, I love it. It's a great
Satire.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And I think South Park's the only one that can do that. And it'd be like, all right, we know that's not. It's not coming from a racist or hateful place. It's just like, yeah, this is the world we kind of live in.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody would argue that it is. I think that people would argue and go, somebody gets it.
I mean, when in the first game they had to cut something out of Australia, it had to do with like Kim Kardashian's aborted fetus. And it's like, of, that's a bit much. This just comes in at like a very tame, like,
Well, did you hear what I think it was Matt Stone said?
what do you say?
He said, "Don't worry, it doesn't affect the combat. It just affects everything else.
Yeah.
It just affects how much money you get from battle and how social interactions."
Yeah.
And connected to that,
Right.
interestingly enough, I seen an article where later on in the game, you have to select your gender, male, female, or other.
Yeah.
And other, you could select. I think it was like
Cisgender,
cisgender,
transgender.
and transgender. If you choose transgender, you immediately get beat up by rednecks outside.
Yeah.
And it's like, South Park, stay classy.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that only South Park.
South Park
can
started
do.
in the 90s, remember that?
Yeah, and it's evolved a lot.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those shows where you're going, oh god, this is just horrible, but at the same time you're like, they get it though.
Yeah, that's
they
South
get
Park.
they get the true meaning of satire and using current events as satire.
As the punchline.
As the punchline. Their show almost writes itself.
Yeah. I think they said that they're no longer doing political humor because the current political state is the joke.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, yeah. I remember the not Mormon, what was it? What was the Mormon episode?
Joseph Smith with dum dum dum
Dum dum dum dum dum.
dum. Yeah.
That was a funny episode. But here's the thing. It was also highly correct on the facts.
Yeah, that's one of the things is you can't fault them for getting facts correct.
Yeah.
And so like with this, it's like, well, a lot of people would argue, and maybe right so, I have no grounds to decide that decision, that having a darker complexion might be more difficult in society.
Yeah.
So when they're doing the difficulty scaler, don't worry, it doesn't affect combat. It just affects how much money you make and
Yeah.
everything. I was like, that's an interesting mechanic.
But I mean, it's not an old new mechanic. I mean, the original Dungeons and Dragons, there's a modifier for like, oh, if you're a female elf, you have plus this, negative that.
I get that, but this one's like just directly tied to one thing. It's like
To race, think about also, look at Skyrim. If you do play something other than Nord, you will be called like, if you played a Khajiit, you're called a milk drinker.
Huh.
They will use, obviously, fictional racial slurs against you.
Huh.
Because
really
you're not
thought about
Nord. You're not a Nord.
I never thought about that. But as far as modern games,
Yeah.
modern
Skyrim was like,
Skyrim still is modern somehow.
yeah, I mean, it releases on every platform now.
Yeah, it's like, can Doom be played on it? No, can Skyrim be played on it? I don't know. I found this interesting. I found it like people were upset about it, but it's at the same time I'm also like,
I don't know how people are surprised with this.
yeah, that's what I
Like,
don't get.
They have an African American child in the show named Token.
Well, in the first game, it was like if you chose to be of African American descent, Cartman goes, you'd be really good as the thief or the assassin or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
So I mean, it's like one of those like. Plus the game, you gotta remember, it's called The Fractured Butthole.
Yeah, you're buying.
not
You
gonna
know
be the-
what you're buying into.
Yeah, if you buy South Park and get offended, that's on you.
Probably deserve it.
That's on you. You bought a South Park game. And
I don't
got
think
offended.
anybody goes South Park. I've never heard of it, and
Everyone's heard of South Park. At this
yeah,
point.
at this point, it's like, really, you didn't hear it. You don't know what this is.
It's. I'd say it's more along the lines of Pokemon. Everyone knows at least Pikachu.
Yeah, I get that. Anything else in this article?
No, I think it's kind of been talked about to death. I mean, not by us, but just like it's kind of been everywhere.
Okay. Next article.
Okay.
Title: First ever arrests for manga spoilers in Japan.
Okay.
Before I give more details on the article, what are your thoughts? What do you think it's about?
Someone spoiled Someone spoiled the manga.
Did you read the article?
No.
Okay.
Someone spoiled the manga, and someone reported that they spoiled it, and they were arrested.
Okay. That is a clickbait title, and I got it from IGN.
Okay.
Okay. Let me read the article so I'm being very clear upon it. Several individuals in Japan have been arrested for allegedly uploading scans of the popular manga One Piece before it had gone on sale. They breached sale date.
Okay, yeah, that was very clickbait.
Yeah, at first I was like, whoa, that's like next we could be seeing Game of Thrones spoilers, or
And I was okay with people getting arrested for spoiling.
no, it's one of those.
We really need to figure out what is an acceptable amount of time that we can talk about something before it's officially spoiled.
A lot of people seem to have the idea of you can't spoil it until I've heard about it. Then anybody can spoil it.
Yeah.
Because like I've seen people who are arguing like, no, especially for Game of Thrones, no spoilers. I don't want it spoiled. If you spoil it for me, I will block you. I'll unfriend you. And I've seen some people who are vigilant about that, and it's like, okay, I can understand. But then they're like, I've seen the episode. It's crazy when, and it's like, dude, you just argued not to spoil it for people to spoil it to you. Now you're spoiling it.
Here,
I get that you have waited a week, but it's like, really, your time period of when it's okay to spoil things seem to be based on, have I seen it yet? Yes, it's okay to spoil.
here's my thought. Like, I don't like spoilers, but if someone so at work someone goes, oh, just see when ... I'm not gonna be upset because
It's conversation.
here's the thing. In this day and age where I can watch anything instantly, it's my fault.
I get like giving it a week or two. I'll
Yes.
say 2 weeks of just
2 weeks for TV shows.
Yeah,
If it's a movie, go ahead and give it a month.
yeah,
So, like, The Last Jedi comes out this December.
yeah.
We're not going to talk about it until at least January.
We'll talk about it vaguely.
Yes. But, like, Game of Thrones, if we start talking about the ending of Season 7, I'd be okay. I know what happens.
I wouldn't, only because I personally know people who are like, I don't know, I don't want to know. So I'm not gonna go out there. I'll like, hey, have you seen the end of season 7?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, let's talk. Hey, have you seen it? No, but I don't care.
But I'm
Carry
not
on.
going to get upset if someone goes, hey, did you see when this? No, I didn't.
See, for me, it's like I'd be very careful on a public standpoint. Like,
Yeah.
if I were to on the podcast go, and at the end of season 7, this happens. It's like, okay, it's not a person. There's no way of somebody on the other end of the line going,
responding and saying,
hey,
stop.
no, I don't want to hear the spoilers.
Yeah.
No, stop. But if I'm like talking to you at the office,
Yeah.
and I go, hey, did you see season 7? No, please don't spoil it for me. Okay, fair enough.
But if someone says spoilers, like one guy at work, Austin, he's watching the entire Season 7.
Yeah,
And he knows I'm a big Game of Thrones fan, so he goes, hey, so what'd you think last night when this happened? I didn't watch the episode, but I kind of guessed that happened. We started talking about it.
yeah,
In that point of, I don't know 100% concrete what happened. I'm just guesstimating based on how this would go. And it led to an interesting conversation because it wasn't like, oh, yeah, I seen it. Cool, what'd you think? I liked it.
Cool.
And that would be the end of the
Yeah.
conversation. It was like, let's spoil season 1. Let's go back to season 1, which was like 6 years ago.
yeah.
Hey, did you see last night when Ned Stark died? No. I mean, I kind of figured that happened because Littlefinger said, don't trust me. And then Ned Stark proceeded to trust him and then started talking about this thing. And it leads to a conversation where it's like, hey, did you see when Ned Stark died? Yeah. What'd you think? Oh, I was gutted. I thought for sure he'd live. Yeah, me too.
Even though Sean Bean's never lived in a movie. Ever.
And that's the end of the conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm, like I said, I'm of the thought, I can theoretically go home and download, HBO Go, get a month free trial, watch all of Westworld and all of Game of Thrones in a month, and be like, okay, I'm caught up. I'm okay. You can talk about it.
yeah,
I live in the era that it can be spoiled sooner because it's kind of my fault.
yeah.
It's kind of like, we can watch My Hero Academia every week. If I don't watch it this week, and I come back here next week.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, did you see when Deku did this? No, I didn't.
I missed it last week,
Dude,
but
what the heck? You had a week to watch it.
yeah, I know. I'll agree. I do find it funny that the article kind of led it to like, oh, they spoiled something, so they got arrested. But it's like, no, they broke sale day.
Yeah.
I mean, that can happen if somebody was like, hey, I'll sell you a copy of Destiny 2 a day before it came out.
Yeah.
It'd be like, you broke sale day. You have basically broken a low-key NDA.
And that's what I really hate about people who post things on Facebook like that. Like, oh, look what my GameStop sold me. Dude, you're getting someone in trouble.
Well, it's yes, but at the same time, it's also like you're admitting to like, what did you have to do to get that?
No, I mean, if it's like, sometimes you can walk into a smaller store and they put out the game beforehand. They get it and they put it out.
Yeah.
And so it's like, one, don't get them in trouble. Because no one likes a snitch.
Yeah.
What's that little notification say?
I can't read it from this angle. It says, mother just shared your video. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Shared. I agree, but I love that they're arrested for spoiling. It's like,
No, they got arrested for leaking something.
yeah, I mean,
It's
and apparently they had been doing it for a while, but they just got caught finally.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna disparage these people because I've read scans of manga before.
Yeah, and I go out and go buy that manga
Yeah.
as well.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I have Cheese Sweet Home, which is about a cat,
Mhm.
and Gundam Wing and things like that. So it's like, I haven't collected all the Naruto. I'd really like to at some point,
Yeah.
but I don't own a bookstore.
Yeah, I don't own a bookshelf.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like one of those like,
If I had a real
I've
office, I would.
read the scans way back in the day.
I still will watch the anime. I watch Boruto still.
Yeah, I need to get hooked,
You
caught
what?
back up. I need to get caught back up.
So yeah, I seen that article and was like, that's a good conversation about spoilers. Like, so you're saying give it a month for,
Give it a month for movies.
and I say give it 2 weeks.
I say a month because, like,
No, a month for movies, 2 weeks for television. So I'm
Yes.
sorry.
in games, I'm okay with spoilers because here's the thing:
You'll
I'm
experience
either
it
going to
differently.
play it or not.
And you'll experience it differently.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I got a lot of Destiny 2 spoilers last night. I was on the Reddit, and someone's like, "Oh, I can't believe this," and I thought they were talking about Exotic. No, they're talking about the end of the game. It was like, yeah, well, I was kind of stupid and clicked this spoiler link, so I'm the idiot.
yeah,
I'm the bad guy on this.
I have for the most part been as weird as it is, spoiler free. I watched my friend stream, but they weren't doing like commentary or anything like that.
Right?
So it was just a lot of the game sounds and stuff. So I heard some dialogue, but mostly I was just in it for like conversation, and I helped do some stuff on there.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool.
Are you a mod on there?
Not yet. I think I might be now though. I don't know. I haven't
So,
watched
I mean,
it for a while.
but that's the thing. Like, for games, like you can spoil Final Fantasy 15 all day long.
Yeah, and I was like, this means
I'm
nothing.
either going to play it or not.
Yeah.
And
But
that's
I think that people need to realize that, because like I said, people were going no spoilers, but the moment they saw it, they were okay with spoilers because
Oh,
they
yeah.
were willing to spoil. It's like,
oh yeah,
so ultimately, you just say don't spoil it for me, but I can spoil it for everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you don't want spoilers.
and plus
you just
you
want
have
the
to
ability
realize
spoil.
I'm also like I love playing D&D. A big thing about D&D is managing what a player knows versus what a character knows. I knew going into Game of Thrones season 6. Can I spoil season 6? Can I talk about it?
Yeah.
I knew the whole thing about Hodor.
Yeah.
And so when I watched that episode, I was able to say, okay, I know this, but I'm going to suspend this belief
Yeah.
to watch this. And it hits the same way because it's like, okay, I acknowledge Hodor's possibly going to die. Problem solved. Okay. I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
And then I
agree.
watched the episode, I'm like, okay, that was
It
cool.
was still shocking.
I mean, it's like watching Donnie Darko. You know at the very end he dies.
Yeah.
That's
But
his
it's still
very
like-
first scene.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, like Memento.
Donnie Darko. That's a movie I haven't heard in a long time. I need to watch it again.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Alright, let's move on.
Okay. Gaming news. Just reading the article headlines and moving on.
Alright.
LA and Noir Let me read that again. I pronounced it really weird.
L.A. Noir.
L.A. Noir announced for Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and VR Edition.
Heck yes.
Amen to that. What will you play it on?
Switch.
It'll be Switch or Xbox One.
I might buy it for both.
There you go. George Orwell's Animal Farm is being made into an adventure tycoon game. Sounds like George Orwell might be rolling over in his grave.
I will download this on my phone and I will try it.
There you go. The Pokemon Company CEO thought Switch would fail.
Let me
Pokemon
use
Switch
my
it is.
one swear word for the episode. What a dumbass. Because, the Switch is going to fail. You mean the thing that it was massively hyped, had a main launch Mario and a Zelda game, Splatoon and Mario Kart, that was going to fail?
Alright.
Chief, you launched
Pokemon.
Pokemon in the 90s based on using a link cable, and Game Boys were popular, but not as popular in America as they weren't in Japan.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you had Tetris, that was all you had. You didn't have a link cable.
Yeah, a lot of people.
We had to go buy a link cable.
I wish there was still a link cable.
Yeah.
My part is real fast. Never bet against Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
No matter even if it ends up not selling well, it ends up selling well the first month, year.
Here's the thing: even though the Wii U didn't do as good, it was still in the green.
Yeah. Okay. Godzilla gets first ever festival to mark anime's film premiere.
Heck yeah.
Amen to that. You're a Godzilla fan, aren't you?
I am.
Spike Chun's. Let me read this again. Oh, for some reason, apparently I can't read today. Spike Chunsoft's Attack on Titan 2 3DS game ships November 30th in Japan. 3DS. And my favorite article title that needs no other words. In Boruto, Sasuke is a jerk who loves his daughter. On to our Netflix and... What more can you say?
Yeah.
This just in. Water.
It's wet.
I read that article. I was like, fair enough.
Yeah.
I am okay with this article. Okay.
I have no words for that. Like, duh. Sasuke's a jerk. We knew that. He had a family. That must mean he loved someone for at least 20 minutes?
Yeah. About that.
It's long enough to go get McDonald's.
The Hulu, Netflix, Amazon pick of the week.
Yes.
I've been trying to get you to watch this one. It's called The Dad of Light.
I've seen that on my Netflix pop up, and I'm like, I need to watch this.
Oh my god, it is very much like a series that we were thinking about writing, but it's different.
Right.
This guy reconnects with his dad through Final Fantasy XIV
Right.
because his dad doesn't realize the son is this character.
Oh, nice.
So it starts off with the kid and the dad playing Final Fantasy 1 together,
Right.
but then something happens and the dad is like, nope, no more games, and he basically pulls away from the son, so the son like reconnects through with him through Final Fantasy 14. The best part is, on occasion, they'll go into the game and have like in-game characters.
Nice.
So it's doing like an animation, like almost Sword Art Online almost.
Nice.
It's amazing, but the animation, it's not animation. It's just the game's footage.
Yeah. So kind of like the thing we were talking about.
Yeah, but it's different.
Yeah.
I was actually talking about that with my wife and talking about how it could work and how our stuff will still
We could
work.
do that in Destiny.
Yeah, or different, or basically a fictional game.
Yeah.
Okay, yours was Glitter Force, Doki Doki.
I like Glitter Force. I like Magical Girl animes.
I tried to watch the original Glitter Force.
Yep.
It was not conducive for me.
Yeah.
Did it get better after the first episode?
That's good. I like it.
Okay. I mean, I guess Sailor Moon was pretty iffy at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Game releases this week. If you decide to pry yourself away from Destiny 2,
Yep.
which you'd be crazy to.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I think this week had our lowest viewership, and I would like to attribute that to Destiny 2.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Monster Hunter Stories for 3DS, September 8th. 2017. Sorry,
Wait, September 8th?
yeah, that came out
Yes, 2 days ago.
yesterday.
I will buy this. Here's why. I want them
will.
to realize I want Monster Hunter Double X on the Switch.
Love me, senpai.
Notice me, Capcom. Walk into GameStop, be like, I will take every Monster Hunter Stories copy you have.
That's 37. I said I
You
want
misunderstood me.
them all. What are you gonna do with them? It's none of your business.
Sell them. I don't know. Give them away.
Walk down the street. Here, kid. I don't own a 3DS. That's not my problem.
It's kind of like James having Legend of Zelda like 6 months before he gets the Switch.
Yeah. Then the other one was Dishonored: Death of the Outsider for PC, Xbox One, and PS4. It's November 15th.
Nice.
It looks good. It's more like Assassin's Creed style almost.
Nice.
I'm excited for it, but I don't know that I can pry myself away from Destiny.
And
I'm like
Final
already
Fantasy.
kind of getting the itch to play Destiny again,
Yeah.
and I've only not been playing Destiny.
Let's
for
face it,
about
we're
an hour and a half.
gonna turn on our PlayStation PCs to go get the Cacbot tonight.
Yeah. I think though that my new thing is gonna be weekdays are Destiny and weekends are gonna be Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Except for raid days,
Yes.
especially after the main campaign, because for Final Fantasy, like I have to queue up for dungeons.
Yeah.
And that can take a while. That is very conducive to weekend events.
Yes.
Whereas Destiny, it's like I can just play it on weekdays, and I can play it regardless of where I am or who's here. So yeah, anything else?
No, that's it.
Do you have anything else to add about Destiny? Since we're not doing a post show, do you want to talk about Destiny for a minute, or do you want to save that for next week?
Because we're going to talk about it with James.
I do want to ask you shaders.
Yes.
Do you have a problem with them being one-time use?
No, not really.
Okay.
Here's my thought process. I don't use a lot of shaders as is
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have a good armor set that I want to keep.
Yeah, I agree.
And the armor sets that I am going to collect, like the patrol sets, I want them in their original colors.
Okay, fair game.
Because like,
Will you have raid armor? Like, this is the armor I raid in.
well, I mean, that I don't have exotics yet.
Okay.
So, and that's the thing, like, the exotics have their own kind of,
Here's a question. Which would you rather have, an exotic weapon or exotic armor?
depends upon, like, if it's a helmet, definitely, because helmets always look cool. It depends on what it looks like, either. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, absolutely. And I think that's why a lot of successful MMOs, Final Fantasy XIV, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars being among the top ones, have glamour.
Yeah.
It's like you can have the looks of one, but have the stats of the other.
Yeah.
It's like, cool. I enjoy this very much. So, Destiny, I haven't got to play a ton of it. Like you said, I just beat the couple adventure missions on Titan right after the first level.
Right.
I actually really enjoy how easy it is to do public events.
Yes.
I don't have to stand around or go to a different website and go, tell me, oh mysterious one, when will my next possible public event be?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool. Like,
yeah. All right, but let's save the rest of the discussion for next week.
Yeah, next week we're supposed to be having a guest on as well.
It's James.
It's James. We'll be talking about the raid.
Yes.
Because by that time the raid will be out, but we will not have done it yet.
I will have.
Well, aren't we doing it Saturday nights?
We are doing it Saturday nights. But I'm going to run it beforehand so that way at least one person knows how to do it.
Okay, fair game.
So that way we aren't just like, dirt, dirt, dirt.
How many people are in the raid?
3.
Oh, it's a 3-man raid.
Yes.
Nice. Nice.
So if anybody wants to run it with me on at some point,
What day?
think like I'm going to do it when the day it releases.
Like, that's what, Tuesday?
Yeah.
I can probably run it with you.
Nice.
One more? We'll need
Huh?
one more. On Xbox.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
No, tweet me at President_Doug if you want to join our clan.
Yeah, or you can tweet the podcast as well.
Yes.
We'll always answer that. And we'll be doing more of this stuff. Like I said, we had the podcast on our website.
Yeah.
And there's a banner that says, "Hey, we're live."
Yeah.
So you can always come over there, watch us, and you can tweet at us, and it's using the hashtag Gaming and Chill Podcast, and immediately goes over to our website. So, and you can all look at all the links that we're talking about, the YouTube roundup, and everything from there.
Nice.
Anything else before we go? Before I wrap up the episode?
I think we're gonna stream Destiny later this afternoon, aren't we?
Yes.
After we get some Taco Bell and watch Funhouse.
Yeah. It's the tradition.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you can find us at our website at gamingandchillpodcast.com, and whenever we're live, we have the banner at the top.
Yes.
And for Twitter, it's at gaming_in_chill.
Yep.
And our Instagram is Gaming and Chill Podcast, and Facebook.com/Gaming and Chill Podcast as well. I've already given you the hashtag, but in case you missed it, it's hashtag Gaming and Chill Podcast. And you can get a T-shirt, and we'll probably be wearing a couple of them at Comic-Con at cafepress.com/gaming and chill. Anything else you can think of? Tweet us if you're interested in joining the raid when it opens up.
Yep. And our clan is the 47 Samurai.
Yeah, feel free to join it. We have the three first players in there are Titan, Warlock, and Hunter.
Yes.
And yes, we coordinated it that way. That's why we wanted to name it that.
Yes.
Anything else before we wrap up?
Nope.
Go play some Destiny.
Yes.
Go farm that light.
Yes.
So, well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this lovely week. There is no post show. I think we might be
Kind of phasing that out.
It was just a lot. It was just continually being referenced in one or the other. And it was like there's no definitive.
Yeah.
And we talk about a lot of what we want to talk about in the beginning of the show. And so the Facebook post was just, So we're working on some other content as well.
Yes.
So until next week, keep on rating.